You go by and it kind of reminds you, oh yeah, maybe I should smile. So it can be inspiring in that way for the citizens of the city.
Street art in itself, I think, really originated from people going out and just writing like illegally. With graffiti tags, they really paved the way for the murals that are being made now. It definitely has kind of umbrellaed out into artists that, yeah, finish like me, like fine art, but are able to do walls legally. My name is Anya. I'm a mural artist. I also do a lot of installations. I work in community arts programming. My background is in fine art. That's where I started everything. So pretty traditional training. One year I ended up having one opportunity where I got to paint outside, and that changed everything.
My name is Jerry Silverberg. I'm a visual artist. Call myself a picture maker as well. I've done about, I think, 5 or 6 different works in the city. My first one was about 6 years ago through the Lightbox. There's a couple specific that I've done. The first one was a girl walking a dog. And so they chose a box in a park where people walk dogs.
Pretty much when I came out of school and I decided that I was going to pursue being an artist, I took absolutely every opportunity that I could to be creating art at whatever capacity that was. The style that I've worked with in my private practice has been predominantly working with a design that's been accepted and then going and painting that design itself.
What I would do is charcoal my drawing, worked on the charcoal drawing just to make sure that, you know, the proportions are right, the figures were placed in where I wanted them. And once that was done and I was happy with that, then I would begin painting. And the painting process could take anywhere from a day to 2 days, 3 days.
I've done murals where it has taken me like an afternoon because it's been a smaller piece, but then there's also been murals that have taken me like a couple weeks because there's a lot of layers, it's really detailed.
What's nice about working outdoors is people do walk by and they're curious and they'll comment on the work.
Things like that's looking amazing or that's really cool or who commissioned you to do this or what is this about? Just curiosity really around like why this thing or what's being painted. The way that it can add color to a street corner, the way that it brings communities together, the way that it can give community pride over like that art piece, because I find that once you leave that wall or that element that you've painted, it's not really yours anymore. It really becomes like the people that live there. They have like their own pride around it. They kind of safekeep it too.
I would like them to engage with the story that I'm trying to tell and maybe integrate it into their life, whether they agree or disagree, you know, to have a dialogue. Having these, you know, art elevates kind of the idea of beautifying your city. It elevates the sense of care, because otherwise you really paid no attention. But once they were painted and had images on them, you know, it kind of like colored that whole area, or it gave people something interesting to look at.
The perception now isn't just that, you know, it's defacing public or private property, that it's actually also a means of engaging communities, communicating with like a broader public, and just like beautifying city spaces.